Hey Mookie, you had two home runs in the last series against the Braves. Since returning from the injured list, how would you describe how you're feeling at the plate?
Uh, I don't really know. I've hit a couple balls hard, then mixed in, a pretty decent amount of bad at bats. So, but it is what it is. It's a part of the game, and we've been playing well as a team. So that's all I really care about.
And you shared just with us how much better you're feeling with your hip. And it's clear that when you're out there and you're running the bases, your defensive plays, and to me, you look happier mentally. How would you describe where you're at this point of the season?
I think I'm in a good place, like mentally. Just knowing that I can actually run and go play the game the right way. Play it hard and not have to worry about anything. It definitely helps clear my mind, and it's just it's easy to just focus on the game now.
You guys are tied for first in the division. What are you looking forward to most about this series?
It's just another series. There's a lot more games left, so just have to play one game at a time for the rest of the season, and just go from there.
Thanks, Mookie.
Next question is from Dave Vassay. Go ahead.
Hey, Mookie, I think everybody in LA is wondering if you brought your mom, your good luck charm, up to San Francisco with you.
Yeah, she's here. She's here. She'll be in town. I think she leaves tomorrow though. So we got to hopefully we continue to her little good luck charm or whatever once she leaves. But yeah, she's here.
If you do well, though, you might make her stay one more day, right?
Yeah, she may have to stay. She may have to bite that bullet. I think she had something to do at home, but I think that can wait. This is more important.
Mookie, you played in those Red Sox-Yankees games during the regular season. You know how into it fans get. Does it have that same vibe for you guys at this point in time? Do you anticipate that same type of atmosphere?
Yeah, I think absolutely. I think that's what makes it fun. This is very similar to that. The fans may be a little different just because they're from different parts of the country, but definitely still that's a great rivalry, and I think it'll be fun.
Do you feel like the team's confidence is at its highest point with the way you guys played during that Braves series?
I think for a while we've been a pretty confident team. They're a pretty confident bunch over there as well. So it'll be a battle of two good teams.
I know as far as any game, you don't want to make mistakes and give extra outs, but the Giants are a very opportunistic team. How important is it not to give them extra outs in this series?
It's super important. Just we've been on the end of giving them an extra out or two, and then they take full advantage of it. So we just have to make sure we clean up everything and play a clean game of baseball.
Thank you, Mookie.
Sure.
Next question is from Mark Castillo. Go ahead.
Mookie, when you scored from first the other night, is that the kind of play you couldn't make maybe before this hit thing was resolved?
Yeah, I think we all saw it was tough for me to make it just to third in general, and so now I was able to score from first and stay in the game. And so my mental is clear, my mind is clear, and just can go play.
When you do that, do you feel like, all right, like I checked that box off in any way?
Absolutely. Once I'm able to check that box off, I think that was the first time I actually had to run like that. And so now that it's checked, I pretty much am like I said, mentally clear.
And since you've come back, how's the maintenance been? Has your routine changed at all? Like, what do you have to do to make sure that that hip stays, good?
Just a little more stretching, being intentional on making sure my body is loose. But other than that, it's pretty much the same. I feel pretty normal. So I'm kind of close to the routine I was doing before, but just being a little more intentional and making sure I'm loose.
Thank you.
Next question is from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, Mookie, a couple times during the year, you've kind of questioned whether the intensity was there on a day-to-day basis or if it was high enough on a day-to-day basis. Sure seems like it's there now. When do you think it turned, and what kind of caused that?
I would think just guys started playing well early on. We had a bunch of guys struggling, and so once you get guys playing well, then obviously intensity is going to be better. But I think we also know that we're down in the standings. We have to play better baseball in order to get into playoffs. And so I think just getting into the playoffs is our motive, and however we get there is how we get there. But we have to be intentional on being, I can't even think of the word, more intense or whatever throughout each game.
And is that an unspoken thing, or were there conversations about that?
I think obviously guys playing better, it was unspoken, but I think we definitely did talk about being a little more urgent, trying to get in and battle with whatever we have for the day. And I think we started doing that, and things kind of started to turn around.
Thank you.
Next questions from Ron Cabinet. Go ahead.
Hey, Mookie, does anything change at all for you batting in the 3-hole, whether it's mentally or just anything for you at the plate?
Not really. I mean, I think it takes a little time to get used to. Your first at bat. Some guys are on base typically, especially with Trey and Munson in front of me. But other than that, it's pretty much the same. It's just a different routine in the first inning, pretty much. But other than that, it's the same.
Is that a conversation you guys had just about where you're going to be hitting for the rest of the season, or did it just sort of happen that way?
We had a conversation. All of us did, and I think this is what was best, what we thought was best for the team.
Thank you.
Last one's from Dylan Hernandez. Go ahead, Dylan.
Hey, Mookie, obviously the guy that put the Giants together, used to work in your front office. It seems like they've done some similar things in terms of, kind of strengthening kind of the margins of their roster and stuff. When you kind of look across over there, how much similarity do you see between their team and yours?
I mean, they're deep. They got some good arms, good bullpen, good bats, good bench guys. I mean, they're a deep team. They're not where they are by accident. And so I think you have to just go out and play the game. We're good too. So we just go play and see what happens.
And I know this is kind of before your time, but for a long time, it seemed like the starting pitchers on both sides, whether it was Lincecum and Kershaw or Bumgarner and Kershaw, those guys kind of define kind of this rivalry. What is like that, as you just kind of from your view, when you look at that Giants team, what's kind of the personality of that Giants team?
It's kind of tough to say. They have some vets over there, but they got some young guys that are really good as well. And so they're just balanced. I mean, they got the vets showing the young guys the ropes, and the young guys are definitely soaking it all in and playing well. And so, like I said, they have a really good roster, a really good team, and they're not where they are by accident.
Thanks, Luke. Thanks, everybody.